What's happening, betters? Welcome into another episode of Dolan's Deep Dive, a weekly weekend show where I'm going to endeavour to highlight some of the best betting spots and some of the more overlooked sports in the market: boxing, rugby, lower league soccer, and so on. So stick around as we feature some of the best bets to be had on the card this weekend. Now, I'm going to keep the boxing segment pretty short for this week. Not a whole pile of big fights to talk about as it is, but I did already write a preview article and selection for this weekend's Johnny Fischer versus Dave Allen rematch over in London for this Saturday night. So you can check that out if you're interested over in the news tab on the Wagertalk homepage. Switching over to rugby for this weekend, and I am involved in the top 14 over in France on Saturday. I have a big 4% play up for that one. I actually really like the card over in France for this weekend. But in terms of Sunday games, Montpellier catching plus 10.5 on the road against La Rochelle. That looks a bit too wide to me. I know Bordeaux have other things on their mind, obviously, with the upcoming Champions Cup on the horizon. But that was an impressive win for Montpellier against them last weekend. You know, Bordeaux opened the scoring in that game, but, you know, from pretty much that point on, it was all Montpellier. So I think plus 10.5, just a little too much to be given the road team in this one, especially considering La Rochelle have not impressed at home this season either, ranked bottom half in the league overall in home form. So, give me Montpellier plus 10.5 to cover on the road against La Rochelle on Sunday over in the French top 14. Also was looking at Harlequins minus 16.5 to potentially win and cover at home against the Exeter Chiefs on Sunday in the English Premiership as well. Might be worth a look there also. Before we get into this Sunday's soccer selections, I do want to highlight what's going on over at Wagertalk right now as well. Our big 1 year all-inclusive pass is the deal making all the headlines this week. Huge savings, knocking a full 12 months off your favourite handicapper. Makes it just $3.25 per day for all access, all 5% plays included as well. So, not only that, you also get a 25% discount coupon thrown in on top to use at your discretion. So, make sure and check that deal out before it wraps up this Tuesday. Return our attention back to soccer for this Sunday. And I like the over 3 goals in this weekend's Lech Poznan versus GKS Katowice matchup in Poland's Ekstraklasa. My Polish pronunciation probably a bit off there. That's Poland's top division. Just 2 games remain in the Polish league overall. Lech Poznan currently holding a slender 1 point advantage at the top of the table. But that success for Lech Poznan this season has come from an offense that has ratcheted up a mammoth 66 goals on the year. No one else really in the ballpark of that figure either. Granted, the vast majority of those goals for Lech Poznan have come at home for them this season. But nevertheless, you know, they take on a Katowice team this weekend that have given up the 4th highest defensive XGA data in the league all season. 5th highest at home as well. So plenty of defensive vulnerabilities for the home side ahead of this one. Catch this one before it gets to 3.25. I'm fully expecting it to get there at some point. But Lech Poznan at GKS Katowice. Please, if you're from Poland, let me know the correct pronunciation down below. Over 3 goals at minus 125. I'm seeing at multiple books right now. That'll be my soccer play for Sunday. That'll do it for me anyway. Let me know what you guys are betting down in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button. It's always very much appreciated. And until next time, Slán Bhfuil, best of luck on all your bets.